Yeah, there's a family that I'm working with, and she's a mom, she called multiple times, and said, like, "I've looked everywhere trying to find a solution, and I just need to know what you guys offer." And I'm like, "Well, it's a professional product right now, so it's kind of expensive for the everyday person." And she tells me that her son, he's pretty young, elementary school, has what's called a mast cell disease, and it affects multiple organ systems in his body. So he has this allergic reaction, hives, and behavioral reaction whenever he goes
Mm,
outside or walks to school. And she's been to 12 doctors, including like the children's hospital and stuff. So high level doctors been to everybody and just like, "What's going on with my kid?" All this treatment, all these shots, all these tests, a lot of money, a lot of time missed from work and school. Can't figure out what's going on. Well, it just so happens that the whole neighborhood has kids that are affected by the exact same thing. So she's like, "There's gotta be something in the air." And I said, "I don't know what we're gonna see. I can't make any promises or claims. I can just take pictures of your air, right? And then we'll just look at the data, and maybe it ties to how he feels." So she calls me a week ago and she's in tears. I end up being in tears, and she sends me a screenshot and she's like, "We're looking at it." And she's like, "In this hour, right when my son started to have a behavioral reaction, which is kind of a trigger, she's like, the mold shot through the roof to like exponential levels." So now she's watching how he feels, how he reacts with the data that's happening. Cause I decided to just lease her a sensor for a little while. I'm like, I just want to help you. Like, let's see what we get. But she's just beside herself. So now we're reaching out to the state health lab, and to some other groups. I even joked about reaching out to Aaron Brockovich. I did send her a message, by the way. So if you're
oh,
listening,
good.
Aaron, if I can say that, if you're listening, call
Yeah.
me because I need your help. But we're looking at it, and where they back up in this state, there's a conservatory. And she's like, "I think there's something coming from the woods back behind the house." So she's monitoring more and more and more. But for the first time, she's like, "There's something that ties with exactly how my son, my young son, is feeling and what is going on in the air." So now you've got something that's actionable. Let's see what we can uncover and work through from there. It's really
Yeah.
is amazing. Like, I'm gonna cry again. It's really, really, truly like that's what we're trying to do.
Yeah. It's funny because you said, we can just take pictures of your air. Like, what, like, what, snake oil are you selling me? But
Right?
it's funny